Hey guys, Dark Fate here. Today it's gonna be a movie review of course, as you saw, Star Trek. So Star Trek, I am just to throw it out there. I'm not a fan of Star Trek really. I've watched a lot of the Next Generation just off and on like G4 and other TV shows and things, but I'm by far not a fan until now. Um, so this has been a big hyped up movie. A lot of people, a lot of Trekkies and everything haven't been really liking it. Thought it was like a little too, um, like they put the guys a little bit too hot and everything like that, and they were a little worried about it. But I have to say their worries are unneeded. It's a great movie, and since I can't say it for the Trekkies, but I've heard from people that like Star Trek a lot that they liked it a lot as well. But let's get right into it. So this is a prequel in a sense, or an origins kind of tale of Captain Kirk, Jim Kirk, and so it starts off with with his father getting killed, and then goes into Jim's story as a kid. He starts out as a kid for a few minutes, just kind of a little funny scene, and then it's also an origin story of kind of like Spock as well. It kind of goes through their stories, and then they meet obviously. How about 20 minutes in? So yeah, I don't want to go too much into the story, but the story is top notch. One thing that this movie does extremely well that I was extremely impressed by. I should find out who the screenwriter for this is, but the script and the dialogue in this movie is great. It's probably some of the best writing I've heard in a while. Um, the great thing that this does is that there is a lot of comedy in this, but it doesn't like make it seem campy. Like you can go in this and it is pretty serious for the most part, but there is a lot of comedy scenes in it that are good. I mean, it's just genuinely funny. It's not forced or anything, and it works well with Kirk's character about being funny and being kind of like the taboo of what the space Federation should be. So along with the dialogue, if the dialogue has to be good if the characters have chemistry, and the characters have amazing chemistry in this. Ahura, who plays the linguist in this, she has great chemistry with Spock and with Kirk. They have a lot of funny lines. Then Spock and Kirk, I don't know the actors' names, but they did a great job. I thought they have amazing chemistry. I mean, they play off of each other well, and it didn't seem like they were reading from the script. Almost kind of, it was just like what it would be like. Um, it just flow. This movie had a great flow about it. It just went. Everything went straight forward. I mean, there wasn't any like weird kind of scenes like you're like, what the hell was that, or something like that. I mean, this everything really worked in this movie. Special effects obviously are top notch. I mean, they have a lot of space scenes and battles, so the ships and everything, bombs and drills and all that, they have to be top notch, and it is. They're very good. Uh, what else? They have that one dude from Harold and Kumar, the Harold, the Asian one, and as you know, he does a lot of comedy movies. But in this, he was a serious role, and he did a great job. I thought. I'd like to see him in more serious roles. Than just kind of like those stupid teen comedy movies. Also, if I remember, if I'm wrong, he just looks like him. But I'm pretty sure the guy who did Shaun of the Dead, the main character in that, he is in this as crap. I can't remember his name in this movie. Yeah, I can't remember his name for some reason. But he's in this movie as the kind of like mechanic, kind of. He's not necessarily a mechanic, but he's really good with like computers and things like that. He makes the beaming systems that go across worlds and everything. Another surprise. Well, it's not really a surprise now since all the news and publicized stuff about it, but old Spock is in this. The guy who plays the original Spock is in the movie, and he does a great job. He's actually in it a lot of the movie. He's not just like a little at the end. He's in it for a lot of the movie, unless they had like multiple dudes playing the different ages of Spock. But if it was the same guy for each of the older Spocks, then he did a really great job. And then the makeup for this movie is great. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wrap this up. So Star Trek, it's a great movie, I thought. I'd say for me, since I wasn't a fan before, it really kind of made me a fan and makes me want to check out some of the Star Trek universe and everything like that. I mean, I like the Next Generation, so I might have to check out some more of that and probably the original because I haven't really seen much of the original Star Trek. But I mean, it's a really, really great movie. I think that people who have loved Star Trek for years are really going to appreciate the time and effort they put into this movie. And I would say this is a must-see for this year. I'm going to give it a full 5 out of 5. Great movie.